But it was good for me, like to just remember that
Yeah.
things do work.
Yeah.
And again, we created ALKAA to just reduce the toxin load to give your body a fighting chance, and
Hmm.
made it for me, made it for Sarah, and then friends and family started asking, and then from there it turned into, to what it is now.
Welcome back to PCOS Unfiltered. Before we dive in, I want to share a quick note about today's episode. We'll be discussing alcohol, alcohol related symptoms, and a product designed to reduce certain compounds found in alcoholic beverages. If alcohol is a sensitive topic for you, please use your discretion while listening. Now, if you've been listening for a while, you know I rarely talk about alcohol. In fact, I stopped drinking almost entirely a couple of years ago because even a single drink often left me feeling worse, sometimes immediately and sometimes for days afterward. But the reality is that many people want to enjoy a glass of wine, a cocktail, or a celebratory drink once in a while without it completely derailing their progress or experiencing any of the unwanted side effects. That's why I was intrigued by today's guest, Paul Lagersted, co-founder of ALKAA, the first patented in-glass sachet designed to reduce trace compounds in alcoholic beverages before you sip. During our conversation, Paul shares not only the science behind the product, but also his own personal health journey and the experiences that inspired its creation. And yes, I actually put it to the test during this recording while enjoying a glass of wine myself. As always, the content shared on PCOS Unfiltered is for informational and educational purposes only. The views and opinions expressed by the host and guests are not intended to serve as medical advice. Always consult with a qualified healthcare professional before making any changes to your diet, exercise, or treatment plan. The information shared is based on personal experience and expert interviews and is not a substitute for professional medical guidance. Now let's get going. Here's my conversation with Paul Lagersted. Yeah, I'd love for you, if you're open to it, share more about
Yeah.
the story, your story with Lyme.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
Lindsay,
because I still feel like, that's still,
man, lie.
we're not always super PCOS specific on here, but I feel like there still might be
Mhm.
some good takeaways in there.
Okay, I'll tell you the story. And it's a Lyme story and it's an alpha gal story. Have you heard of alpha gal?
Yeah, with
Okay,
the meat allergy,
with
right?
the red meat allergy.
Yeah.
So one day, man, I'll tell you this. I had worked at a job for 26 years, and then I quit, and it was really really rough. Like I was just like, man, I'm gonna quit. So I quit this job, and I went to work for a local company here in New York. And on day three of working for this new company, it was Wednesday morning. I wake up at like 4:30 in the morning. I go in to use the restroom. I look in the mirror and my face is, I've got palsy. Like
Mhm.
the whole right side of my face is drooping.
Yeah.
Scared the living daylights out of me, right?
Oh, I'm
But
sure.
then
Yeah.
being a guy, here's what I thought. The night before I had like a muscle spasm in my shoulder, right? And I hadn't taken a muscle relaxer in years. I took a muscle relaxer that night because I'm like, new job, stress, day three. I'm just gonna take one. Um, I was looking at my face in the mirror and I'm like, oh, it's because I took a muscle relaxer that my face is drooping. So I go back to bed. Sarah's still sleeping, and I lay there and I'm stressing. And I'm like, in my brain, I know like I'm probably
Mhm.
having a stroke. That's what I thought. I'm having a stroke, but I'm scared to death.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I get up I don't know, a couple hours later, go into the bathroom, face is drooping. Go in, I wake up Sarah. I'm like, "Hey babe,
Oh,
something's
yes.
something's wrong with
Oh.
me." But I knew it wasn't a stroke. I don't know how I knew because I'd read all of the ACT and the face and the time and all the acronyms weren't coming to my
Mhm.
brain, but I was like, I like everything's functioning but my face. So she wakes up, we go to the urgent care. urgent care is like, you need to go to ER because
ER. Yeah.
we don't think that it's a stroke, but we don't know for sure because I had a little bit of movement in one of my eyebrows. So we go to ER, they call ahead, they're waiting for me. They go in, or we go in, and it's in Middletown, New York, and the ER's kind of crazy. Like, anyways, we get in there. They do all the tests for a stroke, and again, they say same thing. They're like, "Man, you've got a little movement in your eyebrow, so we don't think it's a stroke." They do a blood test. They come back and they're like, "Good news, bad news. Good news is it's not a stroke. The bad news is you have Lyme disease." And I'm like, "What's basically what's that, and why is my
Yeah.
face paralyzed?" They're like,
Yeah.
"You got bit by a tick, and this is basically stage two. Like it's so bad that it's basically kind of crushing your nerves, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
neurological Lyme. So there's
Mm-hmm.
the basic Lyme, like you get the rash, you go in, you get some doxycycline, you have 2 weeks of antibiotics. That's kind of the protocol. They're like, this is way beyond that because it's in your nervous system,
Mm-hmm.
and we need to do antibiotics. So they did, um, 2 weeks, which uh, wasn't enough for the neurological Lyme. So dealing with the Lyme disease, and then went to a Lyme literate doctor, got all this stuff, natural, like, a Japanese knotweed and cryptolepis and all this stuff that seemed to start helping. Well, along with the Lyme, I was having these extremely bad reactions to, well, I didn't know at the time, but I was literally coughing 24/7. I
Mm.
couldn't sleep, and I was drowning in mucus. Like, I'm sleeping on the couch, I'm coughing, I can't sleep. I'm super, super desperate. I'm going to the doctor, going to the doctor, going to the doctor, um, to the point to where I'm like kind of losing it. Like, I'm losing it. I'm going to and
Yeah.
he's like, you need to quit your job because there's something at this job that's triggering you. My face is swelling up. I'm getting blisters. I would do like this. I'd go like that to my lips, and it would instantly like puff my my lip out. Like, I was so loaded with like a histamine.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
it was insane. So one day, serendipitous, um, I was with a friend. We go to Shake Shack, right? We get a burger and a shake, and I'm bringing stuff home. So for Sarah, and I take a bite of the burger, and then I start coughing, like one of my coughing fits, to where I go outside, I'm on all fours, and I'm basically coughing and throwing up. So I Google Lyme disease and hamburger, and then
Mm.
it pops up with alpha-gal. And I
Yeah.
seriously, Lindsay, I was like, what the?
Mm.
I was so mad, but so relieved. I'd never heard of it. I'd been
Mm-hmm.
to the doctor 6 times, right? I have alpha-gal syndrome. I'm allergic to anything from a mammal. And they call it a red meat allergy, but it's way more than that. So it's basically anything with a mom, right? If anything had a mom, I'm allergic to it. But alpha gal, it doesn't trigger immediately like a peanut allergy or a bee sting. It triggers 2 to 12 hours after you eat it. It has to go into your system through your big
Mm.
intestine. As soon as it hits your lower intestine and into your bloodstream, then your body just freaks out. So it made total sense. I was
Wow.
eating, McDonald's and Shake Shack and cereal and dairy and butter. So figured it out. I've got alpha gal. I start cutting out all of the things. I start instantly clearing up. But then it gets kind of weird because with alpha gal, you can eat chicken and fish. So I was eating tuna fish because
Mm-hmm.
I had to change my diet, right?
Oh
Like
yeah.
I
Yeah.
had to because I was gonna, like, I was. at my wit's end. So I'm
Yeah.
eating tuna fish and I'm having an alpha gal reaction. So then I'm Googling tuna and alpha gal. Well, you know what they do? If you buy cheap tuna,
Mm.
they harvest dolphins and whales with it.
Mm.
Guess what's
Oh
not on
my
the ingredient list?
gosh.
Dolphins
Oh
and
my
whales, which
gosh.
which again I'm 50 years old and I forgot that dolphins and whales are mammals. They're not fish,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm having a reaction to sun-kissed tuna. So now I
Oh
have
my
to buy
gosh.
line caught tuna. So I stop with the cheap tuna, I buy line caught tuna and I'm fine. So then I've got line caught salmon and I'm barbecuing one day and I'm being super diligent on everything. I can't do gel caps. I can't do dairy. I can't do butter.
Oh
I
yeah.
have to
Oh
buy,
gosh.
if I go to the doctor or to the dentist, any type of medication, so much of it is based, it has mammal proteins
Yeah.
in it, and it'll
Yeah.
give me anaphylaxis to where
So no
yeah,
eggs either then, right?
I can do eggs because from a
Okay.
chicken. Yeah, so I can
Okay.
do fowl and I can do
Okay.
fish. So
Okay.
we're cooking one day on the barbecue, and I'm having a horrible alpha gal reaction, and it just ruined like 2 days. Like, because I'll be in bed once it hits, it's like 2 days in
Mm-hmm.
bed, fatigue, GI, like really bad GI stuff,
Mm-hmm.
headaches. Um, Sarah Googles um, alpha gal and charcoal briquettes. Charcoal briquettes are held together with beef tallow. They're glued together with beef tallow. So I'm sitting there grilling this beautiful
My
salmon
goodness.
and then inhaling alpha gal proteins. So then one step further, we're driving by a Burger King. I
And
drive
you
and
smell it.
I if I smell if there's meat cooking,
Yeah.
there's the fat proteins in the air. If I smell it, I've got 20 minutes before all hell breaks loose in my body.
Wow.
No joke. So I'm what's called a super reactor.
Yeah.
I've got it so bad that if I even smell meat being cooked, or our boys live with us, they can't cook in the house.
Oh my gosh.
It's that bad.
Yeah.
So I'm learning to deal with alpha gal, inflammation, Lyme disease, and thankfully with ALKAA. And I'm not being a sales guy. I'm really not. But
Mm-hmm.
if I didn't have ALKAA, there's no way I could drink.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes when you're chronic, like I'm chronically ill, I've got a
Yeah.
I've got a and I'd never been sick in my life.
Yeah.
I mean, here and there, but when you're ill for, I think chronic is over 6 months. Because I Googled it. I was like, because I was so depressed, I couldn't do anything, right?
Yeah. Because you can't even go
Um,
out to eat, right? Like,
can't go out to eat. So
yeah.
I've kind of like what you with the seltzer water. When we go out
Mm-hmm.
to eat with friends, because we're so social and we life revolves around food. Um,
Yeah.
I'll eat before I go, and our friends know it. So I can have McDonald's French fries of all things, which is really funny. Um, because you would think that there would be something wrong with them, but I can do
Yeah.
French fries. And if I go to like an Italian restaurant, I'll order pasta with olive oil.
Mhm.
So at least I have something,
Yeah.
right? And I
Yeah.
put some salt and pepper on it, and that's they say it
Mm.
goes away after 2 to 5 years. But
Really? Okay, that I did
um
not know. So oh wow.
I don't know. So with the alpha gal protein, there's also carrageenan. So the red algae is has alpha gal in it, and
Yeah.
carrageenan is in almost everything
Everything now.
that's yummy.
Mm-hmm.
So you go to a vegan restaurant, which I've been to a vegan restaurant or like a vegan Chinese restaurant. We're
Mm-hmm.
in New York City, and I'm so excited to go eat Chinese food at a vegan place. Just destroyed me because it
Oh
had
my
carrageenan
gosh.
in it, and I didn't even think of it. So
Yeah.
when it
Yeah.
comes to being sick and ill and then dealing with problems, I was reading up on PCOS. You know when you have empathy where you're like, I know how you feel, and
Mm-hmm.
life can really suck.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just
Yeah.
find let's just find some enjoyment in a glass of wine or some escape. That's probably the wrong thing to say, but sometimes you just want to just feel good
Mhm.
because you feel bad, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
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 So I know again that was kind of long-winded, but
No, but
it's quite the being sick just sucks.
yeah. Yeah.
Man, oh man.
But no, I mean, I wanted you to share it too because I think it's the ups and downs, right? Like that was for me
Oh,
too. Like with gluten,
yeah.
I thought, okay, I thought I knew what gluten was, but then there's other things that can react, just
Mhm,
like oats for me, for example, I know are a trigger for me that can act
mhm.
like gluten does.
Yeah.
So, there's ups and downs with
Yeah.
any health journey at all.
Yeah.
And so I think that was the point, of why I wanted you to share that
Yeah.
because the listeners need to know that no matter what it is, if it is PCOS or
Yeah.
anything else, just because you get the diagnosis and maybe you decide to start cutting out things that you figure out you're reacting to or having an issue with
Yeah.
or whatever it might be, it may not be that simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be some ups and downs along the way.
Ups and downs for sure.
Hmm.
And if you can find a little bit of reprise in something that you're taking up, whether it's a supplement
Hmm.
or eliminating something, then
Yeah.
by all
Yeah.
means, yeah.
Yeah. Find the
And
stuff you
you,
can enjoy, right?
yeah, and you
Yeah.
end up learning. You learn a lot, so much that you've got your own podcast on
Hmm.
PCOS, right?
Exactly.
No, it's really cool because you're
Yeah.
helping people, and
Yeah.
and I feel Alka's kind of the same. Like we're helping people,
Hmm.
right?
Exactly.
For
Yeah.
those that want help, we're not here to. We kind of started off as this is going to cure your hangover if you like to drink and you don't feel right. And
Hmm.
we've done a 180 from that
Yeah.
because that's not the crowd that we're after. There's so
Hmm.
much of that out there, and most of it is um, you treat your body after you drink, right? So
Hmm.
you're like what I was doing, take a bunch of stuff before you drink to help your liver process acetaldehyde and all this stuff, or you've already had a drink and now you're going to take the post-drinking pills, potions, powders, or even the prods, right? The needles and the
Oh,
IV.
yeah.
You can go
That's
to
true.
Vegas and go to a night, right? So
Like a
people
mobile
are
IV or something. Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
and then there's that evening stuff, and then also the next morning, and it's
Hmm.
usually a drink, and it's either minerals, vitamins and minerals, or you know, acetaminophen or caffeine, and so the fun thing about Alka is you're filtering your drink before you drink it, like you
Hmm.
filter your water before you drink it.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
it.
and like we were talking about all that other stuff, the Tylenol, the Motrin,
Oh man,
the potions, like that's putting all that additional stress on your body
I know,
too.
I know. Yeah, it's
So,
it's not good,
yeah,
not
yeah,
good
you
for
may not
you.
have a hangover, but you might have some side effects from whatever else you were
Exactly.
doing. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. It made me think too, because I just realized, so when I had that margarita over the weekend, because I'm one that like keeps an eye on my heart rate and stuff at night, my resting heart rate and all that. And that's
Hmm.
obviously another big thing with alcohol, when you're not recovering properly and everything and causing the inflammation. And I'll notice my heart rate. But now that I think about it, I don't think it affected it. Um,
You know,
yeah,
this is really fun about Alka, and
yeah,
this is not studied because doing a clinical study is maybe someday we can afford it.
yeah.
But we've got some customers that wear the Aura ring,
Mm.
and they've got
I do Apple Watch. Yeah.
okay. So they're
Yeah.
monitoring.
Hmm.
Um, Before Alka, they would have alcohol, and they would horrible sleep,
Yeah.
wake up feeling awful. With Alka in their life, they said not only was their sleep good, it was actually better.
Oh, wow.
That's what I said too. but I can't, it's not a, this is not
It's
a
not a
medical,
study.
not,
Yeah,
it's
not
not a,
a.
not a medical, but I was like, this is real data from just a real human that was
Mhm.
like, look, I had a glass of wine with ALKAA. Not only did I have better sleep, deeper sleep, more sleep, but then I woke up feeling great. And then
Mhm.
I was like, that can't, are you serious? So, um, eliminating acetaldehyde and toxins and histamines and sulfites and tannins
Mhm. Yeah.
is a good thing. So,
Yeah.
and there's been, I think I've been using ALKAA for 3 years. I think we're going on 3 years. And there's been a couple times where I forgot it. Like we'll go out. It was a couple months ago. I went to see a movie with a friend, and we went to a yard house, and they had like 500 beers on tap or something. It was awesome. And I reached in my pocket, and I forgot my ALKAA. And I was like, how can you invented it? You've got I've got little tins everywhere, but
Yeah.
I didn't have it. So I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna I'm gonna I'm I'm gonna drink a beer without ALKAA. I think we were watching Top Gun. Oh my gosh, it was something silly. When I had the beer, and it was a Belgian beer, which is really rough on me. And no joke, Lindsay, before we even left the bar, I was like, oh crap.
Mm.
I can feel the headache coming on.
Yeah.
But it was good for me, like to just remember that
Yeah.
things do work.
Yeah.
And again, we created ALKAA to just reduce the toxin load to give your body a fighting chance,
Hmm.
and made it for me, made it for Sarah, and then friends and family started asking, and then from there it turned into, to what it is now.
Yeah.
Um, and now we're doing podcasts, and we're reading reviews, right? Every time we get a review, my heart just jumps because um, you never know, right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
our reviews, some of them are they're just incredible. Where people are like, I haven't enjoyed wine in 20 years,
Yeah.
literally, because they're like,
Yeah.
I just can't do it, and now I can. Like I can
Yeah.
enjoy, and these are people that aren't going out and just getting hammered. These are just people that just want to enjoy a special occasion every
Hmm.
once in a while.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
that's why we're so, I just get so
Ah.
excited because it's like you had a margarita,
Hmm.
and then you can have a glass of wine, and I'm having a glass of wine, and it's a Thursday night.
Yeah.
And I'll wake up tomorrow forgetting that I had a glass of wine.
Yeah.
I've got a scheduled bike ride early morning, and I can do that now. You can go to
Hmm.
the gym, you can go for a run, you'll sleep just fine. You won't
Hmm.
sweat like crazy. You won't, um, gosh, you don't need to drink 3 glasses of water in between, and
Yeah,
then
to
then
flush it out.
you're going to the bathroom 3 times, and then you're not getting
Yeah.
right. It's just this again, this imposter syndrome of like, who
Hmm.
the heck am I to figure out that these little products inside a sachet work so well together,
Yeah.
right? So yeah,
Oh.
we really want everybody. I say we, Sarah and I, we are so focused on um, not just customer service. I think
Hmm.
that's one thing that I think is really important, but just now we know how good it feels to be able to do something that is integral in our lives, um, where you're not paying the price.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think
So
that's a good way to wrap it up.
are we? Is that an? Oh my goodness, that time
Put a
flies,
nice little
right?
bow on it. Yes. Yes. Any other
I
last
don't think
thoughts?
so. I mean, if anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, because we answer a lot of questions, paul@alka.com. That's my email address. Um, reach out. I love
Yeah.
to help. I love to help
Mm,
people. And then if so we're really big on if you buy ALKAA because we're trying to build trust with our brand and
mhm,
with podcasts and with our website to where we're not trying to cure everything, but we're like, hey, we figured something out that we had no idea. It works so well that we did all this lab testing. We got a patent on it. Try it, and if you don't like it, you can you can call us or email us, and Sarah is going to make you keep what you have, even though it might not work for you, which is very rare. But give it to your spouse, give it to your friends, give it to your family. But she's going to
mhm,
refund you everything, and then if at all possible, we would love to just see what your experience was. So there's
yeah.
no there's you're not going to lose by trying ALKAA, even if it doesn't work. And they say about 2% of people have an allergic reaction to ethanol. So there's some people that are like, it just doesn't work for me
It's just
because
not gonna,
but
yeah.
nothing works for me. So if you want to try ALKAA, by all means, just reach out and give it a shot.
Yeah.
It's a cool product.
Awesome. Yeah. So the
Yeah.
website is
Yep.
alkaa.com.
Alka.com.
Yep.
Yep.
And then they can find you on Instagram as well.
Yeah. Alka underscore co. Alka.co or something like that. If you just type in Alka, it'll
Okay.
come up. And our Instagram, we started off pretty funny. You can see our journey through the last couple years of just us being kind of silly, but kind of building trust, right?
Yeah.
It's me, it's Sarah. Here's what we came up with,
Yeah.
and then we you can see our transition to more mindful drinking, kind of
Mhm.
that quiet luxury of like, hey, we know you don't feel good when you drink. If you want to give something a shot to just feel better, this is it. We're
Yeah.
not trying to defend or push or, and then our customers just they love it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Aw. Awesome. Well, thank you so, so much. Oh my gosh, this
my
is a fun
pleasure.
episode.
Thank you. That was really fun.
Fun, informative. Yeah, all the things.
Nice.
But I really appreciate you taking the time to be here. So thank you.
My pleasure. You're welcome.
That was a really great conversation with Paul. I'll be sure to link everything in the show notes if you'd like to connect with him and learn more about the product. And if you loved this episode, make sure to subscribe and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Because healing doesn't come from doing more, it comes from understanding better. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll see you on the next episode of PCOS Unfiltered. Nourish, heal, thrive.